right, here we are. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of What's Working Now with Willie and Daria. I have two guests here with us, Rose Hall and also Deborah let me make sure I'm pronouncing your name right.
Mendelssohn.
Mendelssohn, yes, I didn't want to pronounce it incorrectly. So we are very excited to be here, and I'm going to share with you how to crush it in 2016 because 2015 is gone. It's going by the wayside. It's not coming back.
Yeah.
So all we can do is move forward. So I did prepare a PowerPoint. So I'm going to run that by you real quick. So let me get my screen going. I'll show you guys. And let me know if you can see my screen. Can you guys see it?
I can see it, but I can't really read what's on it.
Oh wow.
It's very small.
All right, let me put it in slideshow mode, and maybe that might help. Does that help?
Yes, exactly.
All right, awesome sauce. So I'm going to give you guys some, okay, I don't know why we went back. I'm going to give you guys some tools that you can use. That's what I'm going to start off with. And then just basically some of the things that I do that I found that was very successful.
Okay.
All right. Oops. So here are some tools. I always keep a notebook. You ever find yourself at night where an idea will come across your mind, and then you say, well, when I get up, I'll jot it down, and when you get up, you forgot everything that you thought of that you were really passionate. Yeah, so I keep a notebook by me because it's funny how ideas come, and you feel really strong at the moment, but at the moment you're not in a position to execute it, and then when you're ready to execute it, it's like it's gone. You can't get that feeling back. So that's why I keep a notebook to jot down notes and ideas, just random things. I also have notebooks that are labeled for the wake-up call, and that's where I get a lot of my content from, or the Wednesday webinar, or anything that I attend. So I have one for the deep abyss, and just different things that I attend, and so that way when I want to go back to my notes, I pretty much know where I put those notes. Also, I like Google Drive. I was sharing with Deborah the other day that Google Drive is a very powerful email platform. I really like Google because not only can you make multiple emails, you can also store your photos, your documents on Google Drive, and then it's easy to access, and they don't play when it comes to protecting your documents, so you don't have to worry about anyone trying to hack your account or anything like that, because Google protects it. If they see that something is not right, they email you right away, and they will disable it until you answer them. So they're really good like that.
Okay.
So that's a really good tool to have. Since I do a lot of stuff on Instagram, I store a lot of my photos on Google Drive, and then it's easy to access from my computer, my phone, and my iPad. Because one thing about me, I like to work smart and not hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Google Drive is my best friend, so I highly recommend it. Now, Workflowy, I just learned about that about a couple of days ago, and I thought it was pretty cool. It's a great app. You can use it on your computer, and you can use it on your phone. And what it does is it's a place where you can create to-do lists. So you can organize it for work, you can organize it for your business, and you can organize it for your personal things. So anything that you know you have to do, you need to buy something, a task that you need to do, or whatever it is, you can put it right in workflowy, and it already bullet points it and shows you. It's set up where you can do a heading, so you know exactly where your tasks fall or where they lie. And then what I learned is that they email you every day with your to-do list. I
Oh,
thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh snap, I like this. So again, you can access it on your phone, your iPad, also on your desktop. So wherever you enter the data, whether it's your phone or your iPad or your desktop, it syncs, and then it's all updated. So when they email you every day, it looks like they email you every morning. And then when you open up the email, it has a list of everything that you put in there, which is really cool. And then as you complete the task, there's a button that you click, and it kind of puts a line through it. So you already say, okay, I did that. Now let me go on to the next thing. So it's a nice way to keep you organized and to help you remember any task that you need to get done that is, of great importance. And the last tool, which is and what's cool is all these tools are free, like free.
okay. That's good.
The last one is Google Calendar. Now, Google Calendar, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Lisa Torres. She talked about that.
I am.
Yeah, and she uses it a lot. I do too. I use it for work, and I do use it for business. I do also have a handheld personal calendar where I write in it, because sometimes you don't have access, to the computer. So I do use both. I use my electronic calendar as well as a traditional calendar that I carry in my bag. And what Google Calendar does, it does remind you. It allows you to email someone, if you have an appointment with someone and you want to email a reminder, it does give you a place for that. You can color code it. You can set up your whole calendar for the week if you want, for the month, and you can basically take a look at what your calendar looks like. So you can use it for personal and you can use it for business. And one thing Eric Worre said that I learned from Lisa Thompson, and I also have his book, Go Pro. He said that your calendar is your boss. So, if you're working this full time or any type of time, you want to have a full calendar so that your calendar can drive your instruction. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these tools help you stay organized, keep yourself on task. And another thing I want to add in there is a timer. Whenever you sit down to do your work, your business, you want to allocate a certain amount of time, whether it's in half hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 15 minutes, recommended 15-minute intervals. But whatever the time is, you want to set a timer, and the timer is going to help you stay focused on that task. Because if you don't have a timer, you find yourself, deviating and washing the dishes when you should be doing your blog post, or on the phone when you should be doing your video, or looking at pictures on Facebook when you should be prospecting. So it's something about the brain. When you set the timer, it helps you to focus. I even use it with my students because it works so well with them. When they come in, they like to chit chat, and I like them to get themselves prepared for the day and unpack and get focused. But I have to tell them, okay, you got 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, I need to see this, that, and that, and the other.
Right.
And they move. And then I set my timer. And then when it goes off, then there's a problem.
Exactly.
Right. So timers work not only for children, it also works for adults. So, just in talking, right now, that's another tool that's very important. So, and we all have a smartphone, so timers are on our phones. So it's not like it's something that you have to go out and buy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we already have it built into our phones. That's why I love these smartphones. They have everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool so far. You guys getting value?
Yes,
All
very
right.
good.
All right. Cool. 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 All right. So 5 steps to taking action. The first thing you want to do is ask yourself questions. You know, spend some time with yourself and ask yourself, where are you now in your business? Where do you want to be in 12 months? And what do you want to see change? And it can be income, it could be getting leads, it can be prospecting. Lisa Torres had put a post out yesterday, and she said that before you go to bed every day, your focus should be on 10 leads and one sign up or one
Mm,
customer a
mm.
day. And she said, if you do that every day, your business will thrive. And
Wow.
that is so true. That
Wow.
is so
Okay.
true. You know how when you're determined about whatever it is, and you're like, I am not leaving this spot, especially
Yeah.
when you're looking for something, until I find
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. So that same energy, that same determination to find something or to, yeah, whatever it is, look up something or whatever it is that you're determined to do, whether it's get that part straight when you're doing your hair or,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, the same determination and energy, will go in your business. And leads don't necessarily have to be the leads that come in through your funnel through, MLSP. Since we're all members of MLSP, we can talk. I can speak on MLSP. It also leads are also people that like your fan page because that's someone to talk to.
Mm.
Yeah, and your goal is also to get them on your newsletter, of course, but they're considered leads.
Mm.
So if you meet 10 people a day, those are leads.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have to
because
get my fan page first.
yeah, well, that's okay. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Even if you don't have a fan page, those people that friend request you on your profile page, they're friend requesting you for a reason. They're leads as well because leads are people that you talk to,
Yeah.
that you're able to share your business with. So I
Hmm.
know it was something that I had to grapple with when I first started because I only thought a lead was a lead that comes in through my funnel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was basically ignoring the leads that were in my face, that were liking my page and that were friend requesting me
Yeah.
because duh,
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
talk to them. And those are the people that are going to like and interact with your posts.
Yeah.
So those are leads. So if you
Definitely.
get 10 leads a day, however you do it, and one sign up some kind of way, whether it's a rep or a customer of your product, you're doing damn good.
Mm.
So that's a
Even if it's an affiliate product or the,
yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
yeah.
because it's affiliate product is a sale for you.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It could be in your primary, it could be in your an MLSP or
Yeah.
another affiliate product that you may be promoting. It doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
get a sale a day, that's a customer.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Because
know.
that's the ultimate goal. You want to make money every day. You
Yeah.
want you don't want you want to get out of this, well, once a month because I'm waiting for my Social Security and my pension,
Yeah.
or every 2 weeks because I'm waiting on a paycheck. What's
Exactly.
lovely about this profession is you can get paid every single day,
Yeah.
and that's how MLSP is set up too. You could
Mm.
get paid every single day. So
So
pretty
if they
cool.
buy my the affiliate products, like yesterday, I had the first lead right after I sent the blog out, just hours later, and um, he did purchase a subscription to MLSP. So
Wow, you go, girl. That is cool. But you know what? Your blog post was very compelling, and
thank
I'm
you,
not surprised.
thank you, and
That was phenomenal, and that's an example of how we need to do our blog post
wow,
because
thank you.
your blog post was as if, and I wrote it as if we were sitting down talking to each other.
Yes, you said that. Yes.
Yeah, and that's why he felt compelled to click on it, because you were real. You wasn't trying to pull the wool
No.
over anyone's eyes, and it was phenomenal.
Thank you so
So
much.
you keep doing that. So you make sure you put that in a group so you can be featured as a success story, because that is success.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I love about MLSP. They are exposed agents. So if
Mm.
you are having success, that's why you want to always stay engaged in the groups, because you just never know what your post may do for someone.
Yes, okay.
And it definitely gives people hope to know, like, wow, she just did her first blog post. Not only did she do her first blog post, she got a lead and a rep.
Mm.
Now that's good, because everybody
Okay.
doesn't have that experience.
Okay.
It
So
may
that turns into, I don't have to send anything in. That just turns into money if he continues on it. He has to pay his first month or something, it said.
yeah, he will pay through MLSP, and whatever he does, if he purchases anything in the system,
Yeah.
cookie to you, and then you're gonna get that commission.
How do they send that though? Because I haven't given them any personal information, you know?
Well, what do you mean? Send your commission?
Yes. How do you get
Well,
that?
how it works is that you have to go into that portion of the system to make sure you fill out the W-2, and
Okay.
make sure that you fill out
A
the information
W-9?
so that you can get the MLSP debit card.
Oh.
And then what happens is, because you don't get the commission right away. You
Mm-hmm.
get it probably within the next month, because this is your first
Month.
commission.
Yeah.
Because also you have to give them time if they decide if they want to cancel or whatever, because that's
Right.
their right. So so you won't see that until the next month, and then what happens is you'll get an email
Okay.
to the company that they use to pay us with the
Okay.
debit card, and then you will load that money onto the debit card.
I do that. I load the money onto the debit card?
Right, you do that.
Okay.
But they show you how to do it. It's really easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't mean
So,
to take
but
up your
yeah,
time.
you on your way. So make sure you get your W-2 stuff filled out, because then they can't pay you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The beauty in this, getting making money like this, is you don't have to worry about any type of transaction going through you, because they
Wow.
do it through the company, and because you are promoting products within the company takes care of all of that, and they just pay you. That's all you need to be concerned about.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Amen.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. All right. So step number 2 is you want to break down all the steps to achieving you want to establish your 90-day goal, and you want to break down all the steps into bite-sized pieces. So I use this graphic to represent something very appealing, and you want to break down your steps where it's appealing to you, where you would want to follow them
Hmm.
to achieve your goal, your 90-day goal.
Hmm.
And one thing I learned about being in this industry is that you see results a lot of times, long range results within 90 days. So we do 90-day periods of goals. Like we do 90-day video blitz, 90-day blog blitz, things like that. So we do it in 90-day intervals, and then you can really see, where you are after that, assess it, tweak it, and then you go at it again. Because basically, as marketers, all we do is test all the time to see what works and
Mm.
what's not working. And whatever's not working, we scrap it, and then we find something else that does.
Mm.
And it's depending on who we are and what our strengths are. It may take a little while. For others, it's soon. It all depends on our story, our experiences, our personality, our mindset, all that stuff. Does that
Hmm.
make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So you want to break everything down to achieve your goal.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3, you want to create your plan. And I don't know if you ever heard on the wake up calls when they tell you to reverse engineer. So let's say you had a income goal of $10,000 a month, let's say. So you would want to ask yourself, what product am I going to promote? Then you want to find out, once you promote that product, how much the commission is. Then you want to know, you need to find out how many of these products do I need to sell in order to achieve that goal. Then you want to know um, how many leads per day do I need to get that one sale. So you see how, I'm breaking it down
Yeah.
slowly and into bite-sized chunks. So that way you want to reverse engineer to the point where you go from the larger goal and then you break it down to the smallest task. So after you break all of that down, you may only need to do one sale a day, every day, to get $10,000, depending on the commission that you get on the product that you're selling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanna, definitely reverse engineer, and then you
Okay.
work backwards to get to your goal. So you'll know what you're doing every day, what you need to do every day, because you need to know, how much do I need to sell to get this,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know. And usually 10 leads, usually,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say that with the two quotes. Usually 10 leads
Yeah.
may equate to one sale, you
Okay.
know. So if you think like that, it will, help you on how to plan
Yeah.
to achieve your goal,
Okay.
because you may want to get X amount of reps per month, or so you have to say, okay, how many leads do I need to get 5 reps?
Okay.
So you're figuring 50 leads. Within 50 leads, you may be able to get 5 reps out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on um, if you're targeting the right market,
Mm-hmm.
you know how to close, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you have posture. So this is all the stuff that you learn, but at least you know what your numbers are, because and marketer may ask you, well, do you know your numbers? That's
Mm.
an example of knowing your numbers,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can create a plan and execute it.
Okay.
Um, all right, number 4, you want to set deadlines and follow the plan. So when you set your deadlines, it could be, within, let's say you're setting up a blog. That's kind of like what I did. When I set up the sites blog, I said I gave myself 2 weeks to get it done. Hey, Chloe, you coming here to say hello? Well, say hi, and then you gotta go. Hi. All right, booby. I'll see you in a few. I'm almost done. All right. So when I set up my blog, I gave myself 2 weeks, because since I do work full time, and I
Mhm.
did want it up, and I'm kind of like, it's okay, leave it like that. I'm kind of like a beast. Like when I start something, it's like I want to finish it yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
So I was just so excited to get this blog post up, and who really inspired me was Rose, because she started before me, and I was like, oh my God,
Good,
I
Rose.
gotta get my blog up. Oh my God, she's already got it going. She all she has to do is just press, let it go live. I was like, I gotta get my blog up. So once I get like that, I will stay up around the clock to get it done. But then I know that since I do work, and you have to do other things in life like wash and eat,
Yeah. Take care of your
you
husband.
know,
Yeah.
I was like, I have to be realistic. So there were a lot of times when I wanted to work on it and I couldn't.
Mm.
But so I gave myself 2 weeks to get it done. And I think I did reach that goal. But you know, you can even do smaller goals, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm going to do my blog and I need 2 hours or 3 hours because it takes time, to write it down, especially if you're not used to blogging.
Yeah.
It takes time to write it. It takes time to get your photos, to do some
Mm-hmm.
keyword research so people will see it because you don't want to waste your time doing a blog post and nobody sees it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you want to syndicate it. So, just starting out, you may want to give yourself about 4 hours to get that.
Mm. Yeah.
you know so when you set your deadlines, you have to follow it. If you're giving yourself 2 hours or giving yourself 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days or whatever the case may be, you do that and try to stick to it. And the more you stick to your plan, the more proficient you are and productive.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, I know, but for me, when I really set the timer and allocate X amount of time, I get a lot done.
Mm.
Even around the house when me and Will may say, okay, we're gonna clean out the well, we don't have a garage, but we have a shed. And I'll say, well, we need to get into that shed. And I say, with the two of us, we can do it and we can knock it out in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Where if he did it by himself or I did it by myself, it may take 2 hours. But with the two of us at the same time concentrating on that only, we have time to get that done and then some.
Yeah.
Because we just allocated that time and we followed the plan. So, you want to follow the plan, you want to be time sensitive, and then automatically you're going to be in taking action. You're going to make things happen. So, you may say, I'm going to create content an hour a day, for 10 days, or I may only have an hour a day to work my business, or an hour a day to work a specific task in my business, and I'm giving myself 10 days to get it done. So, however long that you need to get the task done, it doesn't matter. The thing is, you work around your schedule, because if you only have an hour a day, then you decide when you're going to do that hour and just get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's 4 o'clock in the morning or 11, 12 o'clock at night
Yeah.
or at lunchtime, whatever, because if you're a bus driver, giving you example, like the school bus drivers, they have like a chunk of 3 or 4 hours every day,
Yeah.
because while the kids are in school, they're not
Mm.
doing anything
Yeah.
unless they are allocated to take a class on a trip or something. Then they take the class on a trip, but
Mm.
still they have free time in between. So let's say you're a bus driver and you have a chunk of time during the day, you could find yourself a quiet space in McDonald's or somewhere, or go home, depending on where
Mm-hmm.
you live relative to your job, and knock out a blog post.
Yeah.
You get it done the best way you can.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work for me being a teacher. I don't really have a lot of time during the day.
Me neither.
I got to deal with that kind of stuff. But for a bus driver, they can knock it out. So when they go home, they feel accomplished because it's done. They
Yeah.
can go on to something else.
Mm.
But I do mine when I get home.
Yeah.
And, I
On the
try to
weekends.
sometimes I'll either get up earlier or I'll just, go to bed later, but it gets done.
You post every day?
Um,
Or
I post some kind of way. I don't do a blog post every day,
okay.
but I will put up some kind of
Something.
value post on Facebook
Okay.
or Twitter, and then I automate stuff too, because
You
I'm
automate stuff?
yeah, I'm a fan of working smarter, not harder. So I will schedule things.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I have a blog post scheduling now as we speak.
Okay.
So it's posting because I just saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's posting on Facebook now. So, I have a few things going on. So
Mm.
it gives me time. So between me and Will, we post every day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so it's just a matter of getting it done and knowing what your schedule is, and making it work for you, because what works for me may not work for you, and
Mm-hmm.
it's okay because it's your business, and I have my business,
Yeah.
so we just make it work. We get ideas from each other, we tweak it, and
Yeah.
then we run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, any questions at this point before I move on?
Mm-mm. No.
All right, you good? All right, cool. All right, and number 5 is simple: rinse and repeat. Continue, uh, start over with a different task, and just do it all over again. And the more you do it, the more proficient you are, and you'll be able to knock out any goal and be focused and be productive,
Yeah.
and get what you want. So at this point, if you guys have any questions, you can ask your questions now. But I also would like you guys to, if you got any value or any takeaways, please put it in the group,
Okay.
because that way it will help someone.
Sure.
And I am going to find my way back to you guys. Just give me a second, and I'm back.
There you
Yay!
are.
Yeah. So I hope that was helpful,
Yeah, it was.
because, in church today, Pastor was talking about, not being where you were last year,
Mm.
and we're moving forward this year,
Mm.
and we're on a mission. We've been
Yeah.
called. So, our calling is to help as many people
Yes.
possible. And we don't promote a product, we promote lifestyle.
Yes.
So make sure you're putting out a lot of lifestyle pictures, showing people that you're happy, having a good
Yeah.
time, because
Yeah, that's a
you're
good
a
tip.
marketer. So you want that to be attractive to others, so that
Right.
people will message you. I'm getting a message now. People will message you, friend request you, and ask you about what you're doing, because you're
Yeah.
so happy and you're traveling, you're doing this, you're doing that, even if it's not business related,
Yeah.
because you're promoting to, even though you have a business, you are able to spend more time with your children,
Yeah.
do things that you want to do, some of the fun things you want to do.
Yeah.
So,
We have more freedom.
right. So if you're on Instagram or on Twitter, you can tweet those things. Um, oh, wow, Teresa. Hey, Teresa. Thank you for your comment. Cool, 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 cool. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, she left a comment in the chat. Thank
Oh,
you, Teresa. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. We are
okay.
promoting lifestyle.
Yes.
And as long as we have the attitude to serve,
Yes.
and because it's not about getting someone into anything. We're not trying to get anyone into anything. We're just showing people another way, a better way to
Yes.
have a better life.
Yes.
And we do that by giving them value, and then them making the decision of whether they want to join us or not.
Yeah.
So if we just focus on the value, and at this point, because both of you are fairly new,
Mm-hmm.
just focus on talking about the things that you have learned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I'm.
Just focus on what you have learned, or something that you're doing that works, or that you find that it was easy. You can even say, yeah, I was having difficulty doing this and doing that, but then when I spoke to such and such, or I started using such and such, and that's the product you're promoting, it's so much easier now. I'm not overwhelmed anymore. I got a lead. 10 people were seeking me out, whatever it is. And that's
Mm-hmm.
going to prompt somebody to click on that, like, really? Oh, snap. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what happened to you, Deborah.
Yes.
That's exactly what happened to you.
Oh,
you
that's
know.
great.
So, Deborah, when we get off, make sure you put that blog post in the group,
Okay.
so that the group members can see it, so they can see what post it was that you posted. And not only did you get a lead, but you got a sign up. That's big.
The fact that there were points means he
Right,
signed up,
right.
right?
Right, you get points
Yeah, okay,
because you
great.
get a
Get me
certain amount
signed
of
up.
points, and then it moves you to L1. And L1 is the hardest um, position to get
Is
because
it?
you're trying to figure it out. But then
Yeah,
once you get to L1, you pretty much do the same thing you did to get to L2. But then
yeah,
sometimes we get caught up with our mind and all in our heads, and so
yeah,
it takes a minute for you to build, a
yeah.
momentum.
And I'm still working on the technical aspect. I mean, I'm
That
still trying
that's
to figure out
okay.
if I can remember how to put a blog post in. You know what I mean? So I'm way in the beginning.
Let me tell you. Have you met Diane Hockman?
Met her? No. I know who
Okay.
she is. I mean, I've seen her,
Okay.
webinars and stuff with her.
You
But
you know what she's known as, right?
is no? What do you mean?
She is known as the digital dingbat.
Is she?
Yes, she
I
is.
didn't
The
know that.
girlfriend is paid. Paid. So don't let it stop you. Right, Rose?
Absolutely, I've heard that and
Yep.
say that.
Yep. Right, Teresa?
Wow. And
Yeah.
look at her. She's amazing.
Yes. And it's because of her heart. She has a heart of gold.
Oh,
It's not really about, getting people to do anything.
no. It's
You
about
know,
serving them, like we said.
Yeah, she is so genuine. She is so
See?
cool. I mean, and
Oh,
she's a lot of fun. I mean, I've driven to Connecticut and hung out with her. She's crazy,
yeah, yeah. I
crazy
can see
fun.
her.
Yeah, she's
I can
really
see her
cool,
doing crazy
and she,
things.
and she's really big on meeting people and knowing their name and knowing something about you.
Yeah,
So she's a people person. So it's
yeah.
not about selling her products. Now, in the interim, yeah, because what
Of
she does
course.
is she gives value, and then her goal is to get you on her newsletter, and then you do the rest from there.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah, she doesn't even give out links. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, me too, Teresa. I love her way of doing things. I mean, and
Mm.
the way that she does things, her sponsors told her that she was crazy or it wasn't going to work, but it works for her.
See?
So it's all about finding your own way, being creative, because we're all promoting pretty much the same thing, but we have to find a way to brand ourselves and stick out in our own way.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what it's all about.
And we will because we're all different people. So
Right,
it'll be natural, you know?
right,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
exactly.
You
So,
know, so you
okay.
know that's pretty much it. So,
Okay.
any
Thank you.
last, any
Wonderful.
parting words or anything before we leave?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Gonna just,
Teresa, if you're still there, I would love to have you come out as a panelist next time. So if you can give me your email address and I can set you up so you can be a panelist for next week. Yes, crush, crush. Yeah, that way you can come out with us and dialogue with us, interact with us, because it's not the Wil.Daria show. It is a
yeah.
mastermind. So I want us to be able to communicate, ask questions, share,
Okay.
especially if you have any good news. All right, cool. I see it. Cool beans. You on next week. So on and popping. so, so you guys just put in the group, what it is that you got out of this session, and I
Okay.
appreciate your time, your presence, your interaction, your feedback, and let's go out there and make it a great week. All
Yes.
right.
Amen.
All
Amen.
right.
Thanks so much.
Yes, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. And Rose, nice meeting you.
Same here. Bye bye.
See
All
you then. Bye
right.
bye.
All right.